Welcome back to MinAdopt's podcast, Let's Talk. This is Jackie speaking. I am the Communications and Marketing Coordinator for MinAdopt, and today I'm chatting with Kim Young. Kim is our foster care and kinship specialist. In honor of National Foster Care Month, we wanted to have Kim on to tell us more about our Fostering Network program and how families can get started with becoming foster parents, even during the current COVID-19 pandemic. Hi, Kim.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. I really would like to start off by asking, or if we can start off by going over your specific role.
Sure. So as you mentioned, I'm the foster care and kinship specialist here at MinAdopt. What that means is that I provide information and resources in regards to becoming a foster parent. So I help families get started with the process on the very front end, whether that be connecting them to a county or an agency of their choice, or just answering general foster care questions as they're preparing to become a licensed family.
Excellent. And so families can still proceed with the process, right? Even during COVID-19. Can you tell us what this looks like?
Yes, so we are still recruiting foster families, though this may look different depending on the county or the agency. Many of the pieces of the process can be done virtually during this pandemic, including info sessions, classes, and even home visits are being done virtually. Though some counties have not transferred their process to an online format yet, and so it may just depend on the county whether or not they're continuing to license new families at this time, or if they're kind of on hold until things, there's more information with the pandemic moving forward. But either way, there are definitely private agencies moving forward, and families can always complete an application at this time, even if licensing isn't currently happening.
Okay, so it sounds like they can. So then how do families start the process?
So the easiest way to start the process is to complete a foster care inquiry form on our website at minadopt.org. Underneath the foster care tab, all the way to the bottom is an inquiry form. And you can complete this form with basic contact information and your interest in foster care. And you'll be given an opportunity to select 3 counties or agencies that serve your area. Your information is then forwarded directly to the county or agency, and then they are able to reach out to you directly about the foster care process there at their agency.
Great. Is there a cost to become licensed to provide foster care?
No, there is no cost to become a foster care family. In addition, you can adopt children, Minnesota's Waiting Children, for no fee as well if you work with what we call a PPAI, Public-Private Adoption Initiative Agency. Essentially, that just means that the agency is working in collaboration of the Department of Human Services, and there are generally no fees for the families who are adopting their foster children or children in foster care.
Okay. And who can provide foster care?
So we need all kinds of families to provide foster care. We have children from all different backgrounds, and we need families from all different backgrounds. Married people can provide foster care, single people, same-sex couples, people with children already in their home, either biological or adoption. Families with no children in their home can become foster families. The basic requirements would be that you need to be 21 years of age. Anybody on the license would need to be 21 years of age and be able to pass the basic background check, and then obviously have a safe home with space for a child.
Mm-hmm. Good. So how long does the licensing process take?
That's a really good question. Generally speaking, families can become licensed within a few months. There can be a lot of variables that affect the timeline, including the family's availability to get registered for classes, their daytime availability, background checks. We have no control over how long those take, but typically you can expect a few months to become a licensed foster family.
And you are also our kinship specialist. So can you tell me how you support kinship families?
Yeah, so I can help family members connect with the county who may have removed a relative or friend's child. So I work with families who might call and say that they just learned that their relative was placed in foster care, and I can help them get in contact with that county to identify them as a resource. In addition, I provide a lot of resources to kinship families, financial resources, support groups, even legal resources if they're in more of an informal kinship situation. So
Good. And then, so how can families connect with you?
So one way to connect with me is through that inquiry form that we discussed previously. All of that information is forwarded to myself as well. And you have an option on that form to request a phone call if you want to have a conversation with someone here at Minidopt, so I could connect with you that way. In addition, the email to connect with me is fosteringnetwork@minidopt.org. And my telephone number is 612-746-5133.
Awesome. And I'll leave the link in the description of this podcast for people to easily access and
Great.
hopefully be in touch with you.
Great.
Thanks
Thank
for doing
you.
this, Kim.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too.